Nest construction is a taxonomically widespread activity providing a suitable environment for the development, concealment and protection of eggs and later chicks. Natural selection applies selective pressure not only on the design of the nest but also on how well the nesting site minimizes risks such as predation, low food abundance and dangerous climate. Natural selection will favor organism behavior that maximizes reproductive success in order to pass their genes onto the next generation. With 50% of birds adapted to live in habitats that have been modified by humans, it becomes an interesting topic on preferred nesting locations in urban environments. The Australian raven bird provides a great opportunity to study preferred nesting sites as it has adapted quite well to urban environments and is also considered as a declared pest of agriculture. So it becomes significant to understand how they have been able to reproductively succeed through their nesting locations. It is already known that Australian raven birds select nesting sites with high food and water availability, low predation risks and good environmental conditions that are essential for nurturing offspring. However, studies have not considered how the characteristics of trees influence bird nesting. So, my research will consider plant characteristics such as tree species, height, canopy percentage cover, number of forked branches in the nest. This information will enable the scientific community to create control methods that stop Australian ravens from nesting further. My hypotheses include 1. There will be a higher number of Australian raven bird nests in plants that are above 13 meters tall, canopy percentage cover above 50% and above 2 branch forks. 2. There will be a higher number of these birds in parklands that have ideal plant characteristics. In order to achieve my goals and test my hypotheses, I have created a number of procedures. First, it is important to correctly identify Australian raven birds. We will be using adult birds as they are reproductively mature. Adults are black with white eyes and feathers on the throat that extend whilst calling. The project will be conducted during the bird's breeding season from July to September. 20 Sydney urban park lands will be surveyed at random to obtain a percentage abundance of the birds and overall park characteristics such as food and water availability, predator risks and environmental conditions. Out of the 20 park lands, the parks with average abundance and diversity of food, permanent water access, low number of cats, and no floods or droughts will be used in order to rule out any factors that influence bird nesting. Park lands will be split into high abundance of birds and low abundance of birds and compared, and in each park land, 1. Nest will be located, 2. Number of nests recorded, 3. Plant characteristics such as species, height, canopy percentage cover, and number of forks in trees will be measured and recorded. This data will enable us to recognize whether plant characteristics influence Australian raven bird nesting and reproductive success, therefore enabling scientific communities to create methods that minimize their nesting and educate the general community on how to avoid these birds nesting in their backyards.